Hi guys, welcome back to Mike's Shed. Probably here a few minutes ago because I've just done another video, but I wanted to keep them separated because I don't want to get into too confusing. It's not much to this. The first thing I want to say is, for the t-shirt winners of the day, congratulations. But what I didn't do was give out contact details for me, for you to send your personal details to where you want the t-shirt delivered to. So that's mikeshed@hotmail.com. That's mikeshed@hotmail.com. Just a couple of things. I had a couple of pickups turn up for Music Magpie. I opened them. I couldn't wait. You know, I'm not going to live my life like that, saving things for the next video. Though I probably should. First thing I got was, I love this band. This is a CD. I love this band, and this CD for some reason I found really hard to get hold of. And then all of a sudden I seen a load of them all at once, and Music Magpie being one of the main people that had copies of it. It turned up a little bit damaged. I'm not sure if that was in transit, but you know, in fairness, I can live with it. I only paid £3, and I've seen this going for a lot dearer. So, and that is The Far Side. Bizarre Ride 2. I seen these Phoenix Festival back in the early 90s, and they just blew me away. They were just, honestly, the presence, the way they came out on stage and everything, so much energy. What a band. I've started trying to catch up with them since on YouTube, along with another sort of, I'm not a massive West Coast music hip hop fan, to be honest with you. I've always been a bit more East Coast, like New York, that New York sound. But at the time, there was a few bands. Obviously, you know, Dr. Dre. You know, you can't deny how top that album was. And Ice-T, The Power, and the soundtrack from Colours as well. But that was like the only sort of stuff coming out the West Coast was interesting. But if you just moved a bit further up, sometimes like Oakland, San Francisco, they had a slightly different sound, and they sound, even though I think these are from Los Angeles and not from Oakland. They have that, there's a certain mellow sound about them with The Far Side, and you may remember a couple of their tracks. They had some big hitters back in the 90s. One of the videos you might remember, Drop, actually featured the Beastie Boys in they had the real bizarre video where everything's in, the whole video was back to rewound and then played forward, like water dropping on them and riding bikes, and they did really good videos. But also they had a sound, a certain sound to the way the tunes were, and they're a really good band actually, and that is The Far Side. So I really recommend you get onto them. They've got a couple of albums, good few albums out actually. And I'm not sure, they were on tour in Manchester, did a tour. I think they're at Ruby Lounge. I might be wrong unless that was Souls of Mischief, the Ruby Lounge in Manchester a couple of years back. And yeah, it would have been good to go and see him actually, but yeah, just didn't get to it for one reason or other. So yeah, that's a CD that turned up. And then second of all, I've been after this for a long while. I love this film. I don't know if it's actually classed as part of a trilogy, but I love the adventure of it, and I think this is where a lot of films go wrong now. I'll show you the film first. The film is Red Sonja. Look at that artwork. I think it's like Frazetta or something like that, or Boris Viaggio, whatever his name is. I can't remember his name. Boris Vallejo, yeah, or Vallejo. It's got that sort of, it's got to be the same artist. If it says on it anywhere, I can't see any signatures. But yeah, that's Red Sonja. This is a good book, by the way. My brother gave me this some years back. Good insight into drawing. I've never used it for reference. You're gonna see some hot stuff coming out of the Mike's Shed. You really are at some stage in the next 10 years. Only kidding. I'm gonna really try and get into me drawing again. It's something I really want to do. You know, I'm 48 now. I want to get to 55 and be one of them guys that can at least sit in a field and just do sweet affair. I've always liked drawing, but just never took it anywhere. Just always been sketchy. So yeah, getting back to the film, Red Sonja, good action. If you like the Conan movies, Conan 1 is brilliant, Conan 2 is brilliant, Red Sonja is brilliant. They're a load of crap, we know, but they're good crap. Well worth a watch. And again, it's one of those, I think to me it's where the sort of Lord of the Rings trilogy, they're good films, fucking good films, but they went on so long, you know, and you're sort of thinking, did it need it? Did it need it? These are 1.5 hours at a push, 2 if that, just action. And I think this is where, I don't want to get back onto the Star Wars movies, but I think this is just where that disconnect has kicked in, really, with making movies today, trying to make them so deep, so serious, so real and so convincing, when all we want is a bit of escapism. So yeah, so that's Bridget Nielsen and Arnie in Red Sonja. And that's it, guys, that's my pick up. I really wanted to remind you of my email address for those that have won t-shirts or any other future competitions. I have put it in my email address on YouTube. Don't hold me to this, I think I've done it right. But yeah, if you guys need to contact me, or I'm sending you anything, you need me to, you send me your details, whatever, just do it through there. I didn't realise there was no messaging system on YouTube, unless there is. I didn't have a clue, but I know now, and that's me done. So thanks very much, guys. Thanks for joining for this really quick Mike Shed. It's more to just to let people know where to send the details to. And on my next show, I want to actually give a few recommendations, creditations, shout outs, whatever you call it. Not necessarily to anyone I follow or who's following me. It's more like people that I know outside of YouTube, and are really creative. And I've squared up with one of them that I'm going to give a mention. It's just a couple more. I'll just check if it's okay that, you know, I give them a mention. That might be in my next show. I'm not too sure, but I hope you'll find it inspiring. It's really creative people. So thanks again, guys. Thanks for dropping by Mike's Shed, and I'll see you all soon. Take care. Ta-ra.